Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope all of you had a really great Christmas and are doing really well. Guys, I haven't been making any content or responding to many comments lately because there's just been a lot that's been going on. So I'm really sorry about that, and I will be explaining a little bit more in another video. But for this video, I wanted to respond to some of the comments that you guys have left on some of my videos. So if you've left a comment or you're interested in anything about online teaching, etc., then definitely keep watching, guys. Alright, so I'm just going to be answering questions from 2 months ago because that's where I feel like I kind of stopped really replying or making content to really answer your questions. So let's start with the first one. And also, I just want to say, if I do pronounce your username incorrectly, I am very sorry. Okay, but I am definitely gonna try. Inon says they say that website is a scam. Okay, so I'm not sponsored by Tefl Universal. They don't pay me for anything. I do have an affiliate link, right, which is linked at the in the description of this video, and that's basically if you do want to purchase a course, then I do make a few dollars on that purchase. But other than that, they don't sponsor my content or anything like that. I just happened to go on Instagram the one day and I found a post from them, and I decided that, you know what, for 219 Rand, I might as well do it, because some of the other courses that I saw were like over 2,000 Rand. And one of my customers, actually, her husband, he does TEFL certificates, his company. Except that company, you have to pay them, and I think it was about 5,000 if I'm not mistaken. Between 3 and 5,000, I could be mistaken. But let's just say 3,000 Rand, for the purpose of this video. And they basically write the exam for you, and they guarantee an 80% pass rate. And I didn't want to do that because I just feel like if I don't write the exam myself, how on earth am I going to know what I'm doing or how to teach a person, etc. I won't know how to do my job. So there are companies who do the exam for you, but they are a lot more expensive. And I just thought that if it does turn out to be a scam, it's 219 Rand. You know what? I will recover that money at some point in life. But I tried it and I got my certificate. It is legit because I was accepted to teach at Preply, and you have to give them the certificate number as well. So from my side, with my experience, it was not a scam at the time that I used the website. All right, then Diane Subramani says, hi sister, just want to find out how much this course cost you, and did this company going to find you a job? All right, so like I said, it cost 219 Rand at the time that I purchased it, and the company does not find you a job. They do have job offers that you can apply for on their website, and then you can take your certificate and you can apply to other platforms for online teaching as well. So basically, the onus lies on you to find a job. It's not guaranteed that if you do this course, you're going to get a job with them. Okay, so Saresh Mudli says, hi there, hope this finds you well. I'm stuck at uploading my certificate. It's a small size, but I don't seem to have it loaded. So when I was uploading my certificate, I didn't upload it as a PDF document. I uploaded mine as a JPEG image. So maybe you can try that and see if it works. If not, maybe you can just contact their support team and they will usually assist you. Zama says, hey, thank you so much for explaining this. It's just what I needed. So if I may ask, The questions asked on the quiz are general questions or questions from the lessons or both. I'm doing module 1 and I'm supposed to do the quiz, but I've been hesitating. All right, so I did reply to this one and I did say that the questions are going to be based on the lesson or module that you've just completed. Now, there are 10 modules. There's about 92 lessons in total, if I'm not mistaken. And the last quiz that you're going to write covers the entire 10 modules. And this is very difficult to do, especially because if you do fail, I think it's 2 times or 3 times. I'm not sure. I didn't fail any of the modules, so I think if I remember the instructions correctly, it's either 2 or 3 times. If you fail, then you don't get the certificate. But what you can do is you can make notes. Like I opened up my Google Docs on my drive and I made notes of things that I thought was important that I wasn't exactly going to remember, so that when it did come to the quiz, I could look back on my notes and see if there was anything that was going to help me. So that is a tip that you could use if you're trying to do the course. And before anybody thinks about saying that that's cheating, just remember there's companies out there who are writing the exam for you, and there's people who use those companies. So I think that's a little bit more cheating than just using certain points from the module that you think are important, that you might need later, you know, just to go back and revise. Okay, just saying. Let's see, Bogdan says hello, thank you very much for all the videos on Preply you have here. It makes my life so much easier. I'm building my profile at the moment and look to start teaching live in a couple of weeks. Haven't done it before and it seems a little daunting, but your videos are giving me confidence that I can do a great job because I will be prepared. But I would like to ask you a question. Is there still demand for English teachers today? I'm looking forward to your next Preply lesson. Okay, this message was really kind. It was really sweet. It made me smile so much. And I did add a very quick reply, but I just wanted to explain here that as long as there are countries in the world where English is not their first language, there will always be a demand for English teachers, because a lot of students, even though they have a basic knowledge of English and they can communicate to get by, they don't want to, they want to speak fluently, right? They want to speak correctly. They don't want to have a broken form of English or have to really think about things when they're having a conversation, because they feel like this is a barrier. You know, a lot of people want to either immigrate or get new jobs, and as long as these people need to do these things, there will be a demand for English teachers. But I would just like to add in from my experience of being on Preply for a couple of months now, I feel like your schedule plays a very big role in how much of a demand you're going to be in. So for example, I have a lot of students. Okay, I have more students than I have time available, because unfortunately as my son gets older, I have less and less time available, and most of my time that I do have available is in the evenings. So I feel like if you're a person who can be flexible and has time available during the day and in the evenings and has quite a few slots open, then I feel like you will be in demand, especially if you are a person that is inviting, okay? Because I feel like a lot of my students say to me that they had other English teachers and those teachers made them feel like, you know, they were under a lot of pressure in a classroom where if they make a mistake, they were just getting told off or scolded, okay? And I guess, I don't know, when I think about my teachers in school, that's what I think of, right? So I try to be totally opposite. I actually build a very personal relationship with each one of my students. And so when we do have lessons, a lot of the time they just feel like they're catching up with a friend and they're learning something in the process. And put yourself out there in your profile video, show your true personality. And yeah, I think that you'll do really well. And then going on to the next question is, hi Yurishka, I want to know if you use the find students option on Preply. And how long did they take to respond to your message? After how long did you get your first trial lesson? That is from Shantira. Okay, so Shantira, I did try this about 3 times. Okay, now these 3 times just happened to be where I could still send in a response. Okay, because a lot of the times it comes up where it says this has reached its number of responses. I'm gonna put in a screenshot over here, right? But basically you have to sit at your laptop and keep refreshing so that when that pops in, you can be like one of the first people to respond. Okay, because let's face it, these students aren't going to wait for all 100 responses or all 70 responses or whatever and then choose from there. They're going to take the first couple that come in, right? So yeah, the 3 that I did send, I didn't get any response to, so I stopped using that because I can't sit there refreshing that page. What I did instead to get students is I was on Preply. My profile was live for 2 days and I did not find like any bookings. There were a lot of people viewing my profile but not a lot of bookings, and because Preply suggested that I started at like $9, I did that. But obviously I thought to myself, like, listen, there's over 10,000 tutors. I'm a new tutor. I have 0 trial lessons or lessons taught, and I'm charging $9. Like, students, there's not even reviews. They don't even know, you know, if this $9 is worth it or not. So I decided to drop my price to $2, and I literally had about 10 students or more within the first week. So the moment I dropped it to $2, 3 hours later, I got my first booking and I had my first trial lesson the following day. So from $2, obviously I built relationships with those students and I moved my rate upwards, and they also agreed that I should charge more because of the quality of lessons that I give and the amount of improvement and progress that they make with my lessons. So that's what I did to get students. But I don't know, if any of you who are watching this video, if you guys use the find students option and you had a different experience, maybe you did get a response, maybe you did get a trial lesson, please can you share your experience in the comments below. All right, so Barbara says, hi, do you think it's a good idea to lower the price of the classes? Yes, I did speak about that in my video on how to get more students on Preply, and in this video as well. I definitely think if you're able to lower your rate, it's a good idea, because anything is better than nothing. And once you build a relationship with that student and they see what you have to offer, what your lessons are worth, and you know the type of person you are, they generally will allow you to increase the price. I've only ever had 2 students who wanted to stay at $2, and I said to them, well, good luck with finding another tutor that's going to do all the work that I've been doing for preparation, during the lesson, after the lesson, etc., for $2. And yeah, you know, they messaged me again to say, listen, you know, they can do maybe $3 because they can't find anyone else, and the people that they did find, they were not happy with what they were receiving. And I said, well, unfortunately, you know, what I'm doing is more than that. And yeah, so it was literally just 2 students that were not happy about it, but the rest of them gladly gave me an increase. Thank you so much for the tutorial, Yurishka. I am stuck on step 6. No matter how I position my phone to record on the portal, I still get it vertically and not horizontally. What am I doing wrong? I prefer not to record on YouTube. Okay, so DM6547, right? Basically, I did mine on a platform called Vimeo, because when you're recording, it will either ask you to record on the Preply application, or you can upload, and then when you upload, it's either YouTube or Vimeo. I also at the time was very self-conscious about uploading that to YouTube because I wasn't doing a lot of videos on YouTube at the time, okay? And as you guys get to see more of me and know me, I'm not a very confident person when it comes to being on a camera for like millions of people to come across my videos and see it. But so because of that, I also didn't want to use YouTube. But then I decided to upload on Vimeo, and Vimeo is really easy. I'm sure people see it on there as well, but I mean, it's because it's something that I am not so familiar with. I was like, I'd rather upload it there just in case I make a mess of things. I didn't want it on my YouTube channel. But anyway, what I did is I uploaded it to Vimeo, and then you just copy and paste the link from there into the Preply application, and then it should work. So hopefully you came right with that. Then Shane Mirage says, hi Yurishka, I've been accepted already on Preply. However, how many trial lessons I have to do before actually teaching and earning? All right, so it's one trial lesson per new student, and thereafter for that new student, if they buy a package, they become a regular student, and you get paid for every lesson thereafter, less the commission structure that you're currently teaching on with Preply. So hopefully that makes sense. If you are still unclear, I did do a video about that as well. All right, then here we go. Akila says, do you trust that your bank details are safe? I want to apply, but I fear my bank details. Will it be safe? Okay, so I'm not sure if you're speaking about Tefl Universal or Preply. All right, or PayPal, because there's 3 companies that are involved. So with Tefl Universal, I used my bank, I put in my card details, and it was totally safe. They only took off the 219 Rand, and I never had any other money go off my account after that. Then in terms of Preply, you don't get paid into your South African bank account. You need to have a PayPal account. So I've always had a PayPal account. I can't remember why I've had it, but it was not linked to any accounts or anything. So what I had to do is I had to link my card. I have an FNB account, so it makes it much easier because FNB has Forex services, so you're able to withdraw your money from the PayPal into your FNB account on the online banking. Right? So what I did is I linked my card to my PayPal, and then I put in my PayPal details, and all your PayPal details would be is your email address into your withdraw earnings when you go onto Preply, right? So where it says withdraw earnings, you'll click PayPal, put in your PayPal ID, and then you can withdraw the money there. Now, there also I haven't had anyone from Preply or Preply like take money out of my PayPal or anything like that without me wanting to withdraw it. So everything was safe on that side. And then in terms of PayPal, you're the only one who has access to it, unless you obviously give out your login information. Then yes, people could send money to themselves or purchase certain things, but I haven't had any issues. So on all 3 sides, PayPal, Preply, and Tefl Universal, my banking details and account details have been safe. I haven't had any issues with that whatsoever. So hopefully that gives you peace of mind. Teresa says, what has your experience been like on Preply? All right, so I started with Preply in March this year. Okay, so basically you can just say, let's just say I've been using the platform properly for 9 months. Okay, there are things that I like about Preply, and there's things that I dislike. Okay, so I'm gonna do a video on the pros and cons, okay, and my journey on Preply, because I don't want this one to be very long. But I would say that I enjoy it. I enjoy it because I have the freedom to be my own boss and choose who I want to work with and don't want to work with. And I don't have to, like in a normal job, just stick it out, stick it out and just bear with it. I don't have to do that. If I'm not happy about something or a student, I can have a discussion with him and say, listen, I do not want to teach you anymore, and these are the reasons, and I can do it in a nice way so that it doesn't affect my score, they don't give me a bad review, and Preply doesn't, take any action against me or penalize me in any way, right? So I really enjoy it because, it gives me the opportunity to help people, but it also gives me the opportunity to look inside someone else's life on the other side of the world, which is incredible because I've learned so much about people in different countries that I had no idea, about their traditions and things like that. There's a lot of stuff that I was very naive about. For example, I have a student and she's in Serbia and she will only celebrate Christmas on the 7th of January. Same as some of my students in the Ukraine. Like, it's crazy because I had no idea. I just thought everybody who celebrated Christmas did it on the 25th of December worldwide. So it's small things like this that you learn about other cultures and other countries and the way people do things. And it's really interesting, and I'm very grateful that I get that opportunity because otherwise I wouldn't ever think to Google these things, or I wouldn't ever think that I would go to these places. And my students share a lot with me. If it's snowing or if something interesting is happening, they take pictures and they share that experience with me, and I do the same with them. So we basically have a window into each other's lives. But in terms, so that's what I get out of it, the long and the short. I earn money while doing something that's very enjoyable. And in terms of the platform, I feel like the Preply support center, the chat with the agents, they are extremely helpful. Like, there's only been one time where there was this one person who really was getting on my nerves because they were just being really difficult. But every other agent that I've ever spoken to has been super helpful. They reply pretty quickly. And, if you have any issues, they sort it out. There's also a section where you can go and have a look, on general stuff that goes wrong. And every time there's something new to the classroom, it does notify you and it tells you what it's about. So I feel like the whole platform is super easy to use and super convenient, right? So I honestly really enjoy using the Preply platform. You know what? The platform is really great. I enjoy it. I feel like the whiteboard, maybe they could work on that a little bit more because I feel like a lot of my students struggle to use it. I feel like there are some things on Preply that they do need to do a little bit more work on, but otherwise, all in all, I mean, it's a good platform. There are some hicks here and there and some issues here and there, but I mean, I guess you're gonna have that in any setting, right? So overall, I've had a positive experience on Preply. Okay, and then the last one, will you get a job in Dubai with the certificate? And that is from Smart Anera. I'm so sorry if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. All right, but in terms of your question, I'm not too sure. I have not applied to any jobs in Dubai, or have done any research about companies in Dubai and their Tefl certificate requirements. Okay, so unfortunately, that is something you're probably going to have to chat to Tefl Universal and find out if it is valid in Dubai. I know that when you go onto the Tefl Universal site, right, there's like a little chat box and you can go and ask them questions there, and they generally do reply. Sometimes they take a bit long, or otherwise, if there's anyone in the comments who has used Tefl Universal, or if you used another company and they were accepting the certificate in Dubai, or even if they rejected your certificate to teach in Dubai, please share that in the comments as well, just so that we can help her. But guys, thank you so much for all the comments and the questions that you leave on all of my videos. Besides the fact that it's informative, you interacting with my content really does help to put my channel out there and help it to grow. So I really appreciate it. And then to those people who just left me nice comments, okay, like, I love these videos, or you have such a big heart, or this is so kind and you've helped me to do this, and thank you so much, and all of those things, you have no idea how much your kind, nice words mean to me. It does make me smile, and it really does mean something to me. So I just want to say thank you to those people as well. I really appreciate it. And just to you guys who are my old and new subscribers, who continue coming onto my videos to support them, you know what, guys, I appreciate it so much, because you guys are taking me a step closer every day to my goal. Okay. So thank you so much, guys, and I hope that you guys have a super blessed and prosperous new year. I hope this new year brings you guys so many things, guys, not just health and wealth and joy and happiness. I hope that it helps you to get a step closer to your dreams and your goals and helps you achieve things that you've always wanted to do. So yeah, I wish you guys everything of the best, and thank you so much for always coming back to this channel to hang out with me. I really appreciate it, guys, and I'm so sorry that I was MIA for a while, but you guys will definitely be seeing me more regularly, more often, and I can't wait to share more of my life and my journey on Preply and everything else I do with you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one.